It arrived on a rainy Thursday afternoon. The mailman rang the doorbell once, dropped the box at the doorstep, and disappeared into the mist. Inside the house, the only sound was the ticking of a clock and the soft rhythmic purring of a cat named Waffles. Waffles was a large orange tabby with a luxurious tail and an ego that barely fit in the room. He considered himself the king of the house. Every cupboard was his kingdom, every shelf his throne. The humans, well, they were useful for food and warmth, but otherwise, they were just oversized furniture with opposable thumbs. So, when his human, Lily, brought the package inside and placed it carefully on the living room rug, Waffles was immediately intrigued. It wasn't just any box. It was tall, square, sealed with shiny black tape, and it smelled strange. Not food, not human. Something else entirely. Something new. Waffles circled it slowly. His tail flicked. His ears twitched. Lily sat on the couch, sipping her tea and scrolling on her phone, unaware that she had just triggered a high-stakes mission of feline investigation. Waffles approached the box with calculated caution. He sniffed the bottom corner, then the edges. He rubbed his cheek against it lightly, marking it as his. The box didn't move, didn't respond. He raised a paw and tapped the surface. A dull thump echoed inside. He tilted his head. The sound was hollow, but not empty. Something was inside, something that made no noise of its own. It didn't rattle or shift. That made it even more suspicious. Waffles sat and stared at it for a full 5 minutes. Lily took a photo and chuckled, calling him Inspector Waffles. He ignored her. This was serious work. Without warning, he pounced. He launched himself onto the top of the box, claws out, landing with a soft thwump. The box didn't collapse. It held firm under his weight. That, in itself, was alarming. Most cardboard yielded. This one resisted. He stood tall, chest puffed, and let out a triumphant meow, as if to say, "I have conquered the mysterious structure." Lily giggled. "Enjoy your new fortress, buddy." But the victory was short-lived. After a few moments, Waffles began to feel something strange beneath his paws. The surface of the box was warm, not hot, not dangerous, but not normal. It was as if the box was absorbing his body heat and returning it in a low, steady hum. He crouched low and pressed his ear to the surface. Nothing, then, just barely, a vibration, a tiny, so faint, he thought he imagined it. His eyes narrowed. He backed away, jumping to the floor, and gave the box one more sniff. That smell again. Industrial, unfamiliar, and mixed with something sweet. Plastic, rubber, batteries. Suddenly the box shifted. Just an inch. Waffles leapt backward, his back arched, tail puffed like a feather duster. Lily looked up. "What's wrong, boy?" She saw the box had moved, just slightly, and tilted her head. "Weird. Maybe the floor's uneven." She went back to her phone. Waffles, meanwhile, was staring as if he had just seen a ghost. He didn't move. The box didn't move either. He circled it again, more slowly this time, sniffing at every inch. Then he stood on his hind legs and pawed at the tape sealing the top. It resisted. He pawed harder, trying to peel it. His claws scratched uselessly against the glossy surface. Then he heard it again, and this time the box shifted twice. Not just from weight, not from balance. It was deliberate. Waffles froze. His pupils dilated. He crouched low and waited. Every muscle tensed. The box was alive. He waited 5 minutes, unmoving. Nothing happened. Finally, he stepped closer, leaned forward and meowed directly at the box. It didn't respond. He raised a paw and batted the side. Nothing. He batted again. Still nothing. But then the box slid 2 inches toward him. Waffles bolted. He ran to the other side of the room and leapt onto the windowsill, staring in shock. Lily looked up again and laughed. "Okay, what is up with you today?" She walked over and picked up the box. Waffles' fur bristled. She examined the outside. No label, no logo, just tape. Must be the new humidifier I ordered. She set it back down and began peeling the tape. Waffles jumped down, padding closer. As the last piece of tape came off, the flaps of the box sprang open. Pop! Revealing a sleek black object inside. Rounded and humming softly with a pulsing green light on top. It looked like a high-tech dome. Smooth. Metallic. Alien. Lily stared. "Oh, it's the new smart speaker? Weird packaging." She lifted it out and set it on the coffee table. Waffles approached slowly. He sniffed the air. The object was silent now. Still. He inched closer until his nose was just an inch away. The speaker's light blinked. "Hello," said a robotic voice. Waffles yowled and sprang backward, flipping in midair and knocking over a nearby plant. Lily laughed so hard she nearly dropped her tea. "Poor thing. It's okay, Waffles. It's just a speaker." He didn't trust it. It spoke without warning. It had no face, no scent, no tail. The next few days were a constant battle. Waffles would stalk the speaker at night. Whenever Lily asked it a question, he would flatten his ears and hide behind the couch. He pawed at its sides. It didn't respond. He sat on it. It made a noise. He jumped off. Once, it played music, and Waffles pounced, knocking it off the table. But it kept working, kept glowing, kept talking when spoken to. He grew obsessed. Every time it beeped, he watched it. Every time it responded, he stared. Eventually, he realized it only spoke when Lily talked to it. It never initiated. That gave him an idea. One night when the house was dark and quiet, Waffles crept up to the speaker and meowed at it. He meowed again, louder. Still nothing. He yowled, pawed at it, sat on it, stared at it. Nothing. He gave up and curled up next to it, determined to wait for it to make the first move. Hours passed. Nothing happened. He dozed off. The next morning, Lily found them together, her cat, curled around the base of the speaker, like it was a new sibling. She smiled, took a photo, and posted it online. After a week of war, they've made peace. But Waffles hadn't surrendered. He was just watching, waiting. Because even if the box was open and the device revealed, the mystery wasn't solved, not to him. And in the secret world of cats, curiosity isn't just a trait, it's a mission. And Waffles wasn't done yet. If you love heartwarming animal stories, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more adorable adventures.